I have some weird takes on this one. This is Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman's Vanity Fair cover slammed for making her look like a schoolgirl, which is a bit of a clickbait headline because that's not really the issue. Most of the people that I've seen talking about this article they were talking more about the extreme Photoshop that was going on with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the whole thing is weird.
Wait,
it's one of those
you're
things.
telling me that's not her face?
No, there's one of those things that's like you look at it and you're like, there is something off here. I can't put my finger on it. You don't know what it is. You know it in your bones. It's a little bit unsettling.
It's one of the downsides of art is like when it's really good. A lot of times when it's really good, you don't notice it, but when it's really bad, it's like CGI. When CGI is really good, the best CGI you don't see.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's the whole thing is weird, partially because like it's ugly. Like it doesn't.
Even the color palette's ugly. It's ugly blues, ugly greens.
Like
looks like an old Canon GL2
I like the bright
camera.
colors. I like maximalism, but then like her outfit seems weirdly
ugly.
Semi-business for this garden, unless it's supposed to be like a slight ode to like the yellow brick road, and there's like the gates, and she's wearing slightly red shoes. But I don't really know why you would do that, and also like why she sort of looks like she's been like in a medieval. Like bodice ripper and her like everything's gotten torn off. Like nothing really makes sense about this.
It's like
there's something about
a lot of cocaine was done when this was written. I'm sure
not good. I guess. Like
not the good cocaine.
I just don't understand. I can't vouch for that, but like there's something about it that just visually doesn't look right. And again, like she is beautiful and she has nice hair and like she's obviously very toned and stuff. But like there's something about her body that looks off to me too. And I don't know whether I need to blame Photoshop or just like a weird selection.
First of all, those colors to me are awful. It looks like an old Canon GL2 camera for anybody who loves video. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what the greens and blues looked like on those old 3C CD cameras. So it says, 54-year-old actress Nicole Kidman has graced the cover of this month's issue of Vanity Fair magazine, its 28th Hollywood issue. The article covers everything from her recent role as Lucille Ball to making herself sick playing an abuse survivor in Big Little Lies. I never saw Big Little Lies. It also delves into her allergy to introspection and her quest to remain humble. The story itself, however, isn't what's causing waves. Wait, she has an allergy to introspection? That seems bad.
Man, it doesn't seem like that's something to brag about.
I have to think about that myself. I'm gonna have to think about what I think about that.
I hate it so much.
So it says,
what is going on?
Instead, observers have taken issue with Kidman's apparently heavily photoshopped image on the cover. Those criticizing the artistic direction of the cover and Kidman's appearance within it have questioned why a strikingly beautiful 54-year-old woman is being paraded to look like a schoolgirl. I mean, is that what that's supposed to be? It just looks weird.
I can't tell if she's supposed to look like a schoolgirl or like a weird librarian.
No, I get where they're talking about because those flats and that
No, I understand what they're saying. Mm-hmm. It's like I don't know that I would quite say schoolgirl.
I don't know where the schoolgirls are that have that uniform, but I just don't think that's a thing.
It is a weird. Has Vanity Fair like given a comment about why they made this? Sometimes they'll say like, "Oh, this cover was inspired by."
Mm-hmm. I didn't see anything that said Vanity Fair responds. So it says she's nominated. It says those criticizing the artistic direction of the cover. Okay, yeah. Why was she made to look like a schoolgirl? Others posited that while Kidman has a fit physique, the one adorning the cover of the magazine is not it. The performer has acted in over 80 film and television projects over multiple decades. She's nominated for Best Actress in the upcoming 94th Academy Awards for her role as Ball in being the Ricardos. She's been nominated for the same. Okay, so that's just. I found another article here that says why the internet is so mad about over this controversial Nicole Kidman cover, and this is the one I found was more interesting. So it says Australian royalty. Nicole Kidman's latest Vanity Fair cover is at the center of a raging debate on the interwebs, and for good reason. Let's get into it. Good luck. Good start there. Mm-hmm. It's no secret that Hollywood has it out for older women. I would argue that there's never been a better time to be older or of differing body types or not the traditional beauty standard in Hollywood. Right now.
What do you mean they have it out for her? She's currently working.
She's on the cover.
I don't understand.
She's on the cover of Vanity Fair.
What more do you want?
It's one of those things that it's been telephoned so much that it's just accepted as true. Now, do they get the same jobs that they got when they were 20? Nobody does. Guys what they're mad about is that women's women's biggest roles will always come when they're in their 20s, and men's will always come when they're in their 40s and their 50s, because they grow into a hardened action hero, a muscular FBI agent. You grow into those roles as men, whereas women, their value and their beauty starts at a younger age.
Yeah.
Well, and I also think like if this is like a bid to be like, oh, well, I'm older and look, I'm dressing sexy. Like you look trashy. There's like, you don't have to wear clothes that looks like ripped up to,
and she didn't pick this outfit. This is
theoretically she would have been like, no, I don't want to wear that. Like, I'm sure her contract isn't that they get to dress her in whatever she wants. And also like I think that like from a fashion perspective, like this isn't even on trend. Like, I guess it's sort of low rise and that's on trend, but like nothing about this is like appealing. Like it doesn't in any way add to her reputation as someone who is stylish or elegant or timeless. Or
I think of like Robin Wright in the show House of Cards with the long dress that fits her very, very well. Very, very elegant. Like that's what you'd think of as a Nicole Kidman wearing, and something like that.
yeah.
Right. So it says there's long
Or
been
something like really dramatic from like a designer that has like a really great command of structure and like beading. Like it doesn't have to be minimal because you're older, but like this doesn't make any sense.
Well, if you go on Vanity Fair, it says like she's a movie star. She feels like she just walked out of drama school.
So it is supposed to look like
movie.
a schoolgirl.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like that.
a drama school girl.
See, this is like girl who answered a Craigslist ad who was like, you want to be a star? We'll put you in our movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the camera loves you.
Yeah, but
the camera
the
loves ya.
article
Just say no.
The article has nothing to do with like what the photo is. It talks about like her new role to be Lucy. And
I
that
guess
one
they're
movie.
drawing back to old Hollywood because
Yeah,
she's
and-
playing Lucille Ball in Being the Cardos.
There is so much gorgeous modern fashion that's inspired by like that era, and this is not it.
And then also, to bring it up, I searched up another article where it talks about why it's so weird. Like it's a part of their new portfolio. So it's called New Hollywood Portfolio, and basically to mark the occasion of our 28th annual Hollywood issues. Sorry, no, you're
You
good.
go.
We present the iconic Hollywood covers times 8 scenes from real and imagined from gravitational centers of movie making. So basically, they're trying to reenact like
So that's supposed to
iconic
be part of
movies.
an iconic movie.
What
that
movie?
I don't know.
Let me
But
see.
I want to. So it says there's long been complaints of women in the acting industry becoming typecast as mothers and wives when they hit their 40s, despite crusty 50-year-old male actors still holding lead roles. As fathers, as as businessmen, that just happens to be what as men.
Maybe Hollywood
Oh,
should write
it's a
more
story.
interesting roles for women of
Yeah.
all ages.
Imagine that.
Well, right
No, we
here.
have to reproduce a movie that we've already made 7
Yeah.
times.
Yes.
Well, it says right here, if you continue for the first paragraph, it says the talent in front of their lens hardly needs an introduction. Nicole Kidman ushers us inside the gates of Hollywood. Kristen Stewart lounge above LA and skyline.
Oh, those are supposed to be the actual Hollywood gates. No wonder it's so unappealing.
Yeah, and then Idris Elba reunites the car culture and pool club. Pool cool in one perfect frame. So basically, it's like a series. Like it's talking about Hollywood.
Okay.
If this is a series, it's off to a rough start.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it says there's a lot to say about this toxic cult. God, the buzzwords.
Yeah.
The buzzwords are back.
right
It's
here.
a lot to say about this toxic culture, but the key topic flooding our screens now is pressure for women to look as young and sexy as possible. Again, I don't think that's
So then we
objective-
made someone have to look.
Women want to look
weird.
younger anyways.
But also, like, if this is a cult, then why are you also feeding into it by doing the exact thing that you're saying you don't like?
Yeah.
So like
It's just weird.
this is not like this is pressure on everyone to look
That's the whole
we can't see it on here, but that's,
shit. Yeah, so I'm showing them like all the is it right there?
I'm not gonna go searching for
Yeah,
it.
so basically on Vanity Fair, it shows all 8 of the magazine covers, and it's Nicole Kidman, Kristen Stewart, who doesn't look like Kristen Stewart, Idris Elba, who is that makes sense. So they made a car into a swimming pool, and he's in there. And then there's Benedict Cumberbatch, and he's with swans, and his like shirt and jeans are wet for some weird reason. Don't know what that is.
Who is the artistic director of Vanity Fair right now?
I don't know. And then there's
I'm so sick of this. Obviously, image editing.
What the fuck is happening?
Obviously, image editing and unrealistic expectations of women. There are unreal. If you think that the guys in Hollywood are any less attractive, you're wrong.
I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on. There are unrealistic expectations of women who are forced to look young and sexy. So to prove that point, we put her in somewhat of a schoolgirl
This isn't Vanity.
outlet.
This isn't Vanity Fair saying this. This is just a. This is a vlog. This is a blog. Somebody talk. This is somebody else's take on it. So that's
just weird. Like
but
the Simu Liu one is weirder.
Guys are just men in Hollywood. If you think have you ever seen the meme? It's a girl. She's like, I like geeks, and then it shows a picture of Henry Cavill with just like an 8-pack and enormous muscles building a computer. It says the geeks she likes. If you think the men in Hollywood are any less unrealistically built, you're wrong. At least at that level, right? So, and also then it's like, well, not the 50-year-old guys they're talking about in these shows, where it's the joke about the dad is always like this middle-aged frumpy looking guy and the wife is always smoking hot. Yes, that is true. But there's also plenty of women in Hollywood that are not supermodels that are getting plenty of acting roles too.
Yeah.
It's just not, it's apples and oranges.
Yeah, it's getting weirder. I found more articles and it says it's talking about these celebrities landing their dream roles.
That's got nothing to do with this,
I
though.
don't understand this
It
at all.
still doesn't make... Well, it's a part of the series. Like, there's more
This
articles
series
talking
is-
about the series.
I want to talk more about it's about the picture. First of all, the Photoshop is awful.
It is.
And it to me, it is this thing where it's always about unrealistic beauty expectations. We're in like the most tolerant time for beauty in the history of the world, as far as what is considered beautiful by society. You're encouraged to look different now, as well you should. You should not want everyone to look exactly the same all the time.
Sure.
Not everyone is going to look like a supermodel. Not everyone is going to go to the gym 6 days a week so that they have the perfect figure. But the idea that they're saying that this is only a thing that women's go through, or that we're not in a great time of change in the industry, is stupid, because it's not true. Look at shows like This Is Us shows body types of all sorts on there. There's we just got done watching Peacemaker. There are characters of all sizes on there. It's not it's one of those things where I feel like this is a talking point that has been done for so long that they do a disservice to the progress that they have made by pretending that progress isn't happening. And I hate that. What's the point of making progress if you can't actually acknowledge it when it happens?
Right.
So, and in general, just the text, like, why wouldn't you use white text for the Vanity Fair logo?
Gives it a vintage look, I guess.
No, but if you want vintage, you want it like more a rustic feel than that.
You know who I feel like not wearing that outfit? That outfit makes no sense.
It doesn't.
But who's like kind of aesthetic I feel like would fit on this? Lana Del Rey.
There you go.
Yeah.
I feel like she has a kind of ode to vintage style naturally that would have kind of gone with this. Again, I don't think anyone should be dressed in that outfit. I don't care that she's bearing skin. I just think that it's actually unflattering.
It's an ugly outfit.
It's ugly.
Yeah.
It's not cute. It doesn't do anything for her.
Yep, I
Again,
agree.
like this whole series is just about them like landing their dream role, and then for hers it says you might think her as one of the biggest stars in the world, but Nicole Kidman says she loves to approach roles like she's fresh out of theater class.
They're just like us.
Yeah, they're just like us.
They're just like us.
Just remember
No,
that celebrities are not that weird.
Pass for me.
Exactly.
Would you do a Vanity Fair?
Yeah,
cover?
Hannah Claire, what would you wear in your Vanity Fair cover?
Well, that's the thing. Like, Vanity Fair is a major publication. Like, think of the access to like couture gowns that she could wear. Like, there's clothing that some designers produce that it's just like a work of art. It's technical. It's interesting. It doesn't have to be on trend. It can be whatever you want it to be. Like, this is like a moment, and like instead, you put her in something that you would have gotten at like a Spencer's in a mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the aesthetic they were going for. Hollywood was born in a Spencer's in a mall.
I don't get it.
Hollywood was born in a piece of trash that we.
And I feel like in some ways, like if this is Nicole Kidman feeling like she's aging, like you make yourself look weirdly older by doing stuff like this.
I agree. It's like it's just kind of sad.
I like it when she does her classy looks, like when she wears the long gowns. I felt like
her hair looks gorgeous in it. Like
Yep.
if she had some cool, stunning, like really like cool red dress with like maybe some fun like layering and folding and pleating, like.
Well, if you look at the whole portrait where they have all the celebrities for all 8 issues where they're all together, she is wearing like a lovely red gown and like her hair is like all flowy. It looks nice on her. I think it's more age appropriate.
Maybe they did this so it would be controversial. You know what I mean?
That could be it. Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.
Bye.